extent and cause of coral bleaching in India. The corals of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, these were severely affected by the 2004 tsunami and have not yet fully recovered. Other reasons for coral bleaching in these islands include unregulated tourism, fishing and marine pollution. Coral in the Gulf of Kerch region, siltation and eutrophication due to developmental activities have been the major cause of bleaching of corals. Corals of Lakshadweep Islands, periodic dredging for boat passage in the lagoons, amongst others, affects the health of corals in these coral islands. Gulf of Mannar reefs are affected due to intense local activities like intensive fishing, illegal harvesting of protected species which affects the ecological balance, pollution from boats, construction along the shores, etc. Impact of coral bleaching. Ecological impacts of bleaching. Decline in marine species diversity. Land masses will be directly exposed to waves leading to a risk of erosion. Changes in coral communities affect the species that depend on them. Socioeconomic impacts of bleaching. Degraded coral reefs are not able to provide the ecosystem services on which local human communities depend. Reefs damaged by coral bleaching can quickly lose many of the features that is important for the aesthetic appeal that is fundamental to reef tourism. Thus, there is loss of revenue from tourism. It can drive large shifts in fish communities. This results into reduced catches for fishers targeting reef fish species, which in turn impacts food supply and associated economic activities. Coral reefs are a valuable source of pharmaceutical compounds. Degraded and dead reefs are less likely to serve as a source for important medicinal resources. Global initiatives. International Coral Reefs Initiative ICRI. The International Coral Reef Initiative ICRI is an informal partnership between nations and organizations which aims to preserve coral reefs and related ecosystems around the world. The initiative was funded in 1994 by 8 countries: Australia, France, Japan, Jamaica, the Philippines, Sweden, the United Kingdom, and the United States of America. India is a member of ICRI. Main objectives are: encourage the adoption of best practice in sustainable management of coral reefs and associated ecosystems, capacity building, raise awareness at all levels on the plight of coral reefs around the world. The ICRI declared 2018 as the 3rd International Year of the Reef ICRI. Global Coral Reef Monitoring Network. It is a network under ICRI which works to provide scientific information and communication on the status of coral reef ecosystems to increase conservation and management for coral reefs. International Coral Reef Action Network ICRI is a strategic alliance of private and public organizations that acts worldwide to address the management of coral reef ecosystems and the needs of the communities that depend upon them. It operates by sharing and promoting traditional knowledge, current research, and best practices in order to strengthen reef management. The United Nations Environment Programme UNEP has included coral reef conservation and restoration as an ecosystem-based adaptation measure even for coastal protection. Coral Triangle Initiative. The 6 governments of the Coral Triangle, Indonesia, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea, the Philippines, Solomon Islands, and Timor-Leste have established partnership to conserve coral reefs and a multitude of species and fisheries they support.